50 Cent has a documentary coming to Netflix, right? And we have this gentleman that goes by the name of Freddie P. If you don't remember Freddie P was on Making the Band, right? He was one of the people that Diddy was working with, and he signed as a artist right early on to work with, do content with as Making the Band. And Freddie P has done an interview with Art of Dialogue, and he basically alludes to seeing the Diddy documentary by 50 Cent early. Because remember, we reported that 50 Cent reached out to people that worked on Making the Band to get them on the documentary. This included Freddie P. Freddie P that said that he did not get included because he didn't want to work with 50 because 50 didn't pay him enough or offer him enough, he said, right? But this is what he said about the documentary. Listen to this.
It's hard to say because I don't want to spoil what's coming up. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say this. Like I said, it gets deeper and deeper. And the more that come out, the more intriguing the story gonna be. All I want to tell people is when that Netflix series come out, it's a rapper coming out with a Netflix series. I won't say no name. I don't want to spoil it for him. I'm not a friend of his. I don't want
so stupid. It's like, bro, who else?
Spoil something he got going on. But I will say this. He's doing a phenomenal job to the point where I was in awe. You get what I'm saying? I was presented the opportunity to work with him, but you know, like I said, the money wasn't enough for me to leave my couch. But he's doing a phenomenal job, man. There's so many people that's hurt behind this. There's so many people that got it's guys that that can't come out because of their image. You know what I'm saying? That'll make your eyes go like, whoa. I know about the slams, the Stevie J's. I'm in a circle. I know about y'all. Y'all confirmed. I'm so happy. It's more. It's more. But I'm so happy it finally came out. A lot of stuff people don't understand Puffy endured. A lot of stuff Puffy went through when he was younger. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I say, when this DVD come out.
Calls it a DVD, bro. That's how old this guy is. It's not a fucking DVD. But shout out to Freddie P, though. Freddie P's always called out Diddy, spoken about Diddy in the past. And, you know, people always question, like, all these people speaking out about Diddy, are they accurate, etc. I mean, more evidence keeps getting revealed.
Yeah.
You know, more evidence keeps getting revealed. And
the Kid Cudi thing alone is crazy.
The Kid Cudi blowing up the car thing situation is already crazy, right?
That's already that's like a life sentence.
Yeah, that allegedly happened already. That's arson. Now, when it comes to this, right, the argument of more being exposed as far as more victims, alleged victims, more people being assaulted, more people that might have been on Making the Band, more of his actual, you have Day 26, you have Danity Kane, a lot of these artists that he's worked with, more can be revealed. And then now, there's going to be a side of it where it gets psychological, right? Diddy might have faced trauma as a child. And so you don't have to tell me that. I know that. You have to, anyone that does what we saw Diddy do in the hallway on camera in the elevator with Cassie shows you a traumatized man.
Yeah, it's R. Kelly all over again.
That is not a normal human being. That's someone that's obviously gone through something as a child or when younger, as a teenager. Does it justify it? Not at all. No one's saying that, though. Two things could be right. He could be traumatized. He could be in need of a lot of help, mental health wise, right? And he also needs to go to fucking prison because he's a very nasty, freaky man, right? Freaky ass nigga. He's a 69 god. But as far as, you know, that play is gonna be interesting because if 50 Cent goes that route, I think it's gonna be the best route where you show kind of like, for lack of better terms, both sides. Like, oh yeah, he's done some bullshit, but then also we revealing, oh, maybe he brings a family member in. I don't know how he's gonna go about it. But he shows like, oh, Diddy.
Probably what they did with R. Kelly.
Yeah, like Diddy went through something as a kid. And what did R. Kelly say during the Gayle King interview? Oh, his mom. He looks at his mom like he wanted to marry his mom or something, or he wanted to kiss his mom.
You never watched Exposing R. Kelly?
I did, but it's been a while.
They at the end of it, I think it was the last episode. It was one before that. They exposed that he was raped as a kid. Him and his brother. I think his brother.
But by his mom though.
I think it was his dad.
It was like someone else. It was an uncle. Like an uncle or something.
It was like an uncle. Yeah, he raped him for years, bro. It was nasty. And niggas is like, I feel bad for him. That doesn't excuse what you was doing.
Yeah.
But like, it was very evident he was a victim for a long time.
And all these people, man, these mass murderers, these school shooters, they always come up being like, oh, they were bullied or they had trauma. doesn't justify their actions, you know. But what we can do in life is try to break the cycle, right? If you do have trauma, if you're dealing with any trauma, speak out about it. Get help, right? At an early age, at the early stages of the trauma, try your best to. Also, try your best to in life to not inflict any trauma upon nobody else in life, right? Your actions, you can take it for granted, but you never know how it can affect someone years down along the line.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why you have to move with caution and know what the fuck you're doing. Diddy was on some bullshit and has been on some bullshit for a lot of years. Right? Financially, business-wise, has always been questioned. Now we have him literally in court, and we have the judge, again, for those who don't know, has denied his bail twice, a $50 million bail, right? And he promised to not have any female visitors in the visitation. Didn't say anything about any male visitors, though. You know what I'm saying? Didn't say anything about any other visitors, but he highlighted specifically the female visitors. We're not gonna have no female visits.
That's hilarious.
But it's like,
Niggas,
listen, if the I think the judge is a female as well in New York.
black,
I think she's a black judge. I think she's a black judge.
I think I know what judge it is too.
I want to say she's a black judge
Because I know the Supreme Court justice judge in New York. I know who they are. That's
But you know, there's rumors of politicians being tied into this in New York.
I don't believe that.
I don't know about that much when it comes to that.
I think you guys are overestimating his pull.
Yeah, I think Diddy is just a very freaky guy, very nasty. But everyone has a right to be freaky and nasty. He just went about it in a too aggressive way and might have obviously hurt people, right? Done this shit illegally, right? And listen, you could be like, oh yeah, it's legal. Well, it's illegal. The prostitution and all that shit, that's illegal, right? And it's like Noel said, oh, rappers do this. Doesn't mean it's illegal though. Doesn't mean it's legal, right? Rappers fly out girls, etc. Once you transport someone across state lines and you're paying for the sexual interaction, you are participating in prostitution, my friend. That's what it is illegally. That's what you're doing. Sex trap. That's what you're doing. You are sexual workers. That's why when 50 Cent made that post, my little sex worker, making fun of, what was it, Carisha or something, or his ex that was with Diddy. That's what you're sex workers. You girls are sex workers.
She's with Rick Ross. That's
Rick Ross. You guys are sex workers. You know, and listen, if you're fine with being that, God bless you. But realize that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You're getting paid. Your ticket got paid for. Okay. Your hotel got paid for. Okay. How much was the ticket? Okay. You guys sent some extra bread on top. Okay. The cash app to you extra 200, extra 500. Okay. But you're a sex worker now.
Can we pod?
You go.
Yo. Cause I've been talking about this shit for years. Nigga, I've been on this topic for years. The nigga's been annoying me, bro. Vic is right. Yo. The nigga flew you out. He paid for your nails. He bought a bag. He gave you some bread to spend.
A Birkin.
He bought the baby new shoes. You are a prostitute. You are participating in prostitution. But this is my argument, Vic. And I told you this too, Juan. Yo, why the fuck are you paying for a bitch that isn't really a prostitute, though? When you really think about it. Like one of these pretty bitches on IG.
Yeah.
Nigga, you think I'm gonna fly out some pretty bitch I seen on IG that can barely fuck? Using mad teeth when she sucked dick, she's like, what are you talking about?
When you get like a professional sex worker, you're saying, with experience,
who will fuck the shit out you?
But maybe it's just the curiosity, because like you find this person attractive, you feel like you can do anything you want. Let's fly him out, etc. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not paying all that money for bad pussy, bro. I'm sorry.
Diddy was on camera literally when he's talking with you said Young Miami, and he's like interviewing her, I think on Apple Music, and he's like tell the people like how long we go in bed or whatever. And she was like, huh, man, this guy goes all night or some shit. It's like, oh, he don't sleep. I thought since he's older or whatever, he was gonna take a break. This guy don't sleep and this and that. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, why is they're so open about this and talking about this, right? And the whole time they never were a couple, right? That was their whole thing. She was his what did we call her? He would call her his nickname for her. She was his Betty Wap or some shit, or his
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't remember.
Comment chat. What was it? She was his
She was some bullshit.
Some bullshit, like a nickname he said for her. Some shit. Some booty wop.
Bro, I remember when that viral video happened of him taking her to the store. She took like half the Louis Vuitton store, and I'm like, that bitch is a prostitute.
Bro, that's what you're doing. But these people want to be naive to this, right? And it's like, by all means, you can partake in that. There's countries where this shit's legal.
There is. Mad
There's
European
states where
countries.
go to Vegas. You could walk her up and down the strip if you wanna get paid for that vagina, that sex work, or that penis. Because obviously there's male sex workers out there as well.
course.
God bless. But
Shorty wop.
Shorty Wop, that's what it was. Shorty Wop. Oh, it's my Shorty Wop. You know what I'm saying? Look at your Shorty Wop now. What's Shorty Wop doing?
Getting pissed on by another nigga.
Yeah, man. God
That's-
bless.
But this, I
Dirty
agree
word.
with you, bro. Like, my frustration is when women try to normalize it on some, like, this should be normal. You should trick me out. Like, no, this is prostitution.
It's a new
Yeah.
day prostitution. Put it
Yeah.
like
It's a
that.
new age prostitution.
I don't want to I want a wife. I don't know what you're doing,
Yeah.
but I don't want to participate in that. And we really create a culture that normalizes it to a point where it's like, if you don't participate in it, it's because you're broke.
And we also have to blame the rappers. The rappers that do it as well. You guys are pimps. You're basically pimping
You are
these girls.
pimps.
You guys are pimps. And it's like,
Wow, yeah.
we just have to call a spade a spade. Your favorite rapper is a pimp. He's flying these girls out. He's sleeping with them. It's typical. Yes, but you are a pimp.
Mm-hmm.
And you are at the helm of potentially facing legal action like a Diddy. Maybe not as a large case of a scale. Maybe not in any jail time. But it's illegal as well. It's just as illegal. So you got to be careful. But that's why a lot of these rappers have the NDAs, right? Drake is known to allegedly have NDAs, a stack of NDAs. Bow Wow says he has a stack of NDAs in his house. Right when the girls walk in, they sign him the NDAs, etc.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, but a lot of these NDAs also get what? Broken. It
So-
happens all the time.
Let's pod. So, with this happening with Diddy, does this finally fix this problem of women wanting more from normal men? Because I've talked to women, their energy is like, I'm prettier than the girl that's getting float out, so I should get float out.
Yeah.
If people finally start to catch on that this is prostitution and you could go to jail and you are in fact a prostitute,
Yeah.
does it finally shift the mentality? And,
Hell no.
and it stops that like large demand when the glorification ends on the culture side.
It could if the case is revealed and we see like all these women and they take the stand, like Lyra Galore, all these famous like Instagram women
Doing the shit that normal women do.
allegedly Lori Harvey, these people that have allegedly Diddy has dated. You know, there's a girl, it might be Lori Harvey or Lyra Galore, but there's one of them that literally dated Diddy's son and then allegedly dated Diddy. And it's like, at that point, it's like, how down deep in hell do we want to go? Like, you're already at hell. You want to keep going deeper? Like, how demonic is these niggas going? Like, that's that creepy to you? Just because she's attractive? Yeah, my dad. Like, that's craziness. That's like, your son slept with this girl. Now you're going to sleep with her as well. And you're going to all party together. It's like, at that point, God forbid, allegedly, but are you having threesomes with your children now? Like,
It's a business transaction.
like, what the fuck is going on? But then it comes off as a potential business transaction.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to put that out there because, you know, God bless her heart. Hopefully that wasn't the case. Could just be a family friend. But these have been rumors for years. And the chat knows the name of the girl. It might have been,
Lori. They said.
is Lori Harvey? Yeah, Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
God bless. bro.
Lori Harvey did that?
And that's
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein, Steve Harvey's daughter. A multimillionaire's daughter. Beautiful girl.
She was getting
Stay away from these guys. You
That's
deserve way
crazy.
better. Why are you around these dirty niggas? These niggas is dirty. They just passing you around. Oh, my dad wants you next, girl. Next month. Let's keep it in the family.
There's a very nasty standard for sex in this society. God bless, and it's trickled down to a lot of things. Because I didn't know Lori Harvey was doing that. They glorify Lori Harvey. The women, they
Bro.
love Lori. Like,
Meek Mill wanted some.
bro, they
He
say
had Lori on his wish list.
bro, they say Lori Harvey knows her value. That she moves from men if she feels like she's not involved anymore. Nigga, you're a glorified prostitute.
Allegedly.
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 What are we talking about?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Right? And I hope and pray that's not the case because that would be horrible, right? Steve Harvey at that point would be a disappointment as a father.
Needs to get the fuck out Family Feud.
Yeah, but I hope and pray that wasn't the case, man, because Jesus Christ.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition Podcast, Cap. If you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.